January 11th, 2018 was my due date, and probably right around like December timeframe, I started feeling pretty icky for the most part. My doctors had watched me a little bit. They had informed me that I was borderline preeclampsia. We had some friends that came over on New Year's Eve. My girlfriend had said, "Hey, I think you should call the clinic or call the hospital." She's like, "You don't look great. Like you're kind of, you know, yellow." So I had called the hospital. My symptoms kept increasing. I woke up that morning. I told my husband, "I don't feel well. I'm going to try to move my doctor appointment up." I went into the doctor's office that day, and at the end of our conversation, I looked at him and said, "I am afraid something is wrong with me or my baby." Um, and I'm really grateful that my doctor took me seriously, and he didn't just brush it off, because he ended up helping to save my life that day. He said, "I'm going to send you over to the hospital to get labs, and we're going to monitor you and your baby." And they had hooked me up to a monitor, so I knew Lucy was good. However, they kept coming in and out with the blood pressure machine. I didn't know this, but apparently my blood pressure was reading so high that it wasn't reading on the machines. We were in this kind of like holding room. We didn't think there was any concern at that time. About 5 to 10 minutes later, my doctor came in and he goes, "You are diagnosed with HELLP syndrome. It's a very rare syndrome. It is an acronym that stands for hemolysis, which is the breakdown of red blood cells, elevated liver enzymes, which is the EL, and then lastly, low platelet count." Some women that have HELLP syndrome have some of the acronym. In my case, I had all of the acronym. My physician did indicate to me that living in a rural community and at a rural hospital, platelets have such a short shelf life that we didn't have any platelet count on hand. And so at the time, he said that the state trooper was rushing the platelets from Fargo. I ended up having surgery, and Lucy came out and she was absolutely perfect. However, I was still really ill at the time. The doctor determined that we need to do a platelet transfusion, and if we couldn't get the count up, that we would have to take other measures. I was able to essentially make a full recovery. I'm just so incredibly grateful. I'm proud of myself that I leaned into that maternal instinct. For all of those that are pregnant out there, to know, like, trust your instinct and trust your gut, and if something feels off, be your own advocate with that, and know to speak up, because you know yourself best.